Welcome, everyone, to another surprise episode of Lilyvegan, LanceSCurV, whatever you want to call it. We're sitting here and we decided we're having a conversation. We said, you know what? Let's go live and talk about some healthy stuff because that's what we were talking about. And I was a little leery about doing a show tonight. I did one last night for 4 hours and 20 minutes and I promised to come back. And I was sitting here and I said, you know what? I may start a little later than usual, right? So I know the computer over there is getting cut off and he's kind of grumpy. He's not going to be part of the show, but bye-bye. Anyway, we're going to talk about these things right now. She had a few things that she was looking after. We were talking about it, and I promised to share more of the stuff that we do daily, right? So here we go. This is SCURV. We check your mic, make sure, and in the chat room, if you can, let me know if you can hear her loud and clear.
Greetings to y'all out there, my brothers and sisters. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing well today. Oh my goodness.
And also, she's not right next to me. She's here with me because, as you well know, she's been working hard up in that yard there, and you got a little taste of it, right? The full episode that shows everything is on the membership page or on the Patreon. But you got a good taste of what she's up against, and not really where it's against her, but she puts in the work. You know, she takes that van all the way up there. She brings plants up there. You know, we buy our plants a little bit at a time. We keep it down here at the apartment, and during the week, she just brings it up. I have to get up early to help her with it, right? And she puts a lot of work in, and she spends a lot of time to herself, quietly meditating, and that's a lot. You know, she talks to the plants. They're her children. It's not like she's just, you know, I know you're not crazy because my father used to do the same thing.
I am not crazy.
I know that.
I love my babies. They are my girls. And the reason why I call them my girls is because they bear fruits. So they're not a male. They're not a boy. They are a girl. Yeah, I have a couple male, which is the papaya plants. And you know them different because they have the blooms on it.
Yes.
And they never produce fruits. So that's why I said all the other plants are my girls. You know, all my plum trees, all the trees that I have.
You hear how happy she sounds?
That producing fruit. Yeah, when I'm in my garden,
you must have some other plants that if you sniff them, they make you high.
Nature makes me high.
They got a Prozac plant.
No, nature makes me high.
No, I know. I'm a comedian. I'm gonna mess with you.
I know
That's what we do all the time.
But I get high off of nature because when I go out there, man, I see so much that I can do, and I say I can put this here, and I can do this over here, and I can't wait to get more fruit trees. Man, listen, I like to watch a lot of gardening shows, so I'm always on YouTube watching shows. Even when I was in the US, I used to be on the garden, watching the garden shows. I like HGTV and Home and Garden.
How I know.
I'm really into those things, and it's amazing that when I watch these shows, I can't wait to wake up in the morning because I get up early, and a lot of times I'm at Lowe's or Home Depot getting more plants. I was looking at some pictures earlier this afternoon, and I was counting some of the pots in the yard because I usually have those big clay pots, and I buy
folks
so many
remember
pots.
The old house in Orlando.
Yeah,
you had all those pots
I
out
have
there.
Pots of flowers. I have mango trees. In that yard was like 7 mango trees. I had June plum tree. I had those little red plum, which is Jamaican plum. I have the little short June plum tree, the big one. I had papaya. I had avocado tree. I had sweet sap, the whole works. And plus I do my vegetables because I used to do a lot of collard greens.
Right.
I used to do broccoli and, my herbs and all that stuff.
Well, now you have a much, much bigger yard to work with. And you work wonders with that yard.
I had like about 56 pineapple plants in Orlando, which I had in pots. Now I have, a lot more space to put them in the ground. And I've gotten a lot of pineapple since December. I've been reaping pineapple. Now they are slow down. You have young ones, but not ready yet. But
Right.
I just love to do my gardening. It's such a pleasure for me to be outside working, doing my thing in the garden. It gives me pleasure.
Let me just acknowledge those who came in. We have Giant Gain, who came on in first. The Bright Star 13. Riri, yes.
Riri.
Yes. Indigo
Hi,
King.
Riri.
Indigo King 1111.
Indigo King is
He's always here.
there.
That's my brother right there.
Yes.
And Queen Marat Rajas. I'm ready for you when you're ready, sister. She's here. So like I said, you're gonna speak about a few things, but I'm trying to pull up a clip to set the mood more. I made this little banner. You didn't see the whole thing real quick. I whipped it up real quick, but let me see if I can pull something up. So we can have something to look at. Let's see here. Oof. Let me see. Okay. You got a whole lot of videos that you've done over the years. Really and truly. No, seriously.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the one that kind of puts you back in. Okay, we'll do this. We'll run it all over again. And I'll share the screen.
No, but that's not the one I wanted. Oh, yeah, you probably haven't done one when.
Yeah, but we have a lot of documentation from that time. And, really and truly, I think about those things as far as like wherever you are at that particular time to kind of share or videotape, keep it where you can go back to it later on, because time goes by so fast. And when you look back and, like I said, I was so happy that I had a chance to, even outside, when I was out there with your father, God rest his soul, to even have that, that little bit of footage of him just in the back.
I was talking about that today. Every year my dad used to come and visit us in Orlando. For years he'd been coming, and every time he comes, he spent like 3 weeks with us.
And he would just,
and it was such a pleasure having him all the time. I used to get up in the morning, make sure he have his breakfast ready and all this good stuff, and his lunch. I prepared all his stuff before I leave out, because I had a part-time job at the time plus my full-time job. So I make sure I get up and fix his breakfast and everything. When I come up, my dad is still outside working. And then
see where you get it from, right?
By the time I get home, then he'll come inside and wash his hands, and he'll have something to eat, and he'll fall asleep. We have a comfortable chair on the patio, and he'll just fall asleep there. And it's today I was telling a friend of mine about, my dad, and it was such a pleasure having him. And when you see the yard, when my dad finished cleaning up, he
seriously
that yard,
worked.
Man,
and at the age of the chronological age at the time, and he was relaxed. You get that from him. You have a question from Giant Gain.
What?
And she says, Sister SCURV, what was the first thing you planted outside yourself in Ghana? What was the first thing that you planted when we got
the first thing I planted in Ghana, honestly, when I came here, I bought some pineapple, and I had the tops that I took off, and those was the first thing I put in the ground. And actually, I got a big, nice pineapple from one of them when I came back from the US the other day. So that was, I was looking on them, and I said, wow, that was the first thing I planted. Thank you for asking that question, because that was the first thing. Plant a lot of things after, but that was the first thing. But the next time I do a video at the property, I'll show you where I planted the first pineapple.
That'll be this week. I'll come there with you. Yes. I got a few things to take care of. Giant Gain. Yes. I got a few things that to do down in the town, and especially the platform, and really to work on her platform also. We've been talking this for a long time, but I want to thank you all for bearing with us, because the transition is smooth somewhat, and some parts were bumpy. And so one of the biggest things that you can't expect is when someone transitions, and she left from last March and came back toward the end of the year. So everything stopped. So this is why we're a little behind on things that we're doing up there, but we're going to bring you on that journey. And I promise that we show you things, and probably we're a little further ahead than most thought, but it's a process. And we have so many people that come out on YouTube and want to gloss things over or act like, I'm the celebrity of this. We're real people. We're doing real things. And like I said, you've been holding it down up there. She's done way more work 99% of the work up there is done through her. That stuff in the yard and growing stuff, I don't know that stuff. I'm learning. I know a little bit, but I know a little bit about it after the fact when you're reading about vitamins and minerals and things. So I'm going to be adding my own input. And it's going to make me study more of that to merge with what you know, and we'll all learn together. So we have the platform. So I want to do those shows, but also before anything else, I want everybody who is here, who is not subscribed to Lilyvegan, the Lilyvegan channel, if you can go over there and just subscribe, because we have like 920 subscribers over there. But we need 1,000, I think, to be able to live stream. So we would be able to live stream directly there on her channel if we get 80 more people. And we haven't been doing much over there. And there was a young lady who made a comment on your channel today and asked, where have you been? It's been 3 years, but they didn't know about LanceScurv and that we're married. She just saw you on that channel. So we want people to, we need 80 more people. That's the bottom line. You need 1,000 to be able to live stream. They don't grant you that until you get 1,000, because you have a lot of fraudulent channels that get a few people, spam and the sex stuff and all this stuff. We're a real channel, and we want more subscribers for that purpose, to be able to do stuff directly from her channel, because it's going to be popping. And bottom line is, with the donation links and stuff there, it's all to the same, source. I'll do the heavy lifting, sweetheart. All you got to do is just be your pretty self and talk, and go out in the garden, get a little footage, whatever. I'll do what I do, so I think I have a little bit of knowledge on how to do what I do, a little bit of experience, right? So I just need the support of just going over there to subscribe. And if you have social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you say, hey, listen, this is going to be a good channel. You need to go over there and subscribe. Lilyvegan. Yes. And thank you, Giant Game, for what you just said. She said, trust, we the family respect the process. Yeah. It's a wonderful thing. So you wanted to speak about
I just want to say, doing gardening, it takes a lot, and you have to be into it. You have to be into nature to really connect with the plants, even when you're putting them in the ground. And me, I talk to them. I say, girls, or I'm putting you in the ground, and I know you're going to catch, and I know you're going to get some beautiful rain.
I'm going to sneak up on you with the camera and catch you talking to him.
No, I've been doing that. I do that a lot. Whenever I
But that's love, though. Yes. That's what you have to do. And that's what my father said.
No, but in everything you do, it's like this. You see, even when you cook a meal, I mean, the love that you put into the meal, if you don't put no love into the meal, it's not going to taste good. Right. You're not going to enjoy that meal, because if you don't put, if you're mad and cook the meal, it's not going to be good, So you have to put love in everything that you do. Yeah. And in nature, when you're out there and you're doing your gardening, you're doing your farming, you put a lot of love in it, and you see what you gain from it. It's such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing, man. When you can cut a banana and you put it down to ripe, and you see that, oh man, this my beautiful hands that dig this hole and put this banana plant in, and now I have bananas. I have all these beautiful plants, and they're making babies, and it's so beautiful, for me to do that. So it was just so nice to really talk to my sisters and my brothers and just give them a little taste of it. But it's more great things to come, because I want to put so much more, even watching the videos in Jamaica with all the different exotic fruits that they have, their different fruits that I never even known, growing up in Jamaica, a lot of those fruits, never tasted them. But when I see the fruits, oh my goodness, it drives me crazy. Oh, in a good way. Not in a bad way. It drives me crazy in a good way. And I said, whoa, I need some of those plants, because I just want to see them grow. I just like to see the fruits them bearing, and I can go outside in the morning and say, okay, I can pick a mango, I can pick an apple, I can pick a sweet sap, a gooseberry, or whatever it may be, and eat it right there. It is so good, And even going there, sometimes I can break off a pineapple and I peel it same place and I have it. and it is so tasty, delicious, juicy, you know.
And for those who are just seeing this for the first time, this is in the backyard. This is in the backyard up on our property. And this is, you know, the other one was in Orlando with the house we sold, but here is where we are in Orlando. Lizzie is 75. More love and props to her.
Yeah.
She also videotaped some stuff from her angles, you know, for her channel. So, you know, make sure to subscribe to her, Lazia 75, LASEA 75, the Black Unicorn. That's her right there. She came up and she wanted to see it for herself. And remember that what you see is compared to what it'll be in 2 years from now. This, you'll say, wow, it looked dry and barren, even though, you know, we're still in the dry season.
And the reason why it looks like that, because I cleaned it out, because I don't want to have a lot of weeds growing. The weeds grow really fast, so you have to keep it cleaned out. And when I cleaned out, I leave all the weeds and the grass on the ground so that it can mulch the earth. And whenever time you start planting,
take this off so we can see everything.
Go
ahead.
It's very nice and moist down there. So when you're ready to plant other stuff, but I have to prepare it because I need to plant more stuff in there. And when the trees start spreading out, it's going to take up a lot of the space. And then, you know, on the side of the property, I'm, you know, planting like my flowers, and in between the flowers, I'm doing fruit trees and vegetables and all that stuff, because I want to combine everything together. I like it like that. That's the way I want to do my gardening, my farming, and so we can sustain ourselves.
That's right.
These are the things that I'm doing, and this is the reason why I'm putting in so many coconut trees and all that stuff. And in between the coconut trees, I also want a lot of palm trees, because you want those things to also keep your property cool and nice also.
But once this rainy season hits, full force, y'all don't know. First of all, let me tell you, y'all don't know. When that rain comes up there, see, we up there is up in the mountains, right? So people down where we are now in the apartment, we look up to see the clouds. When you're up there, you don't have to look up. It is high. You look sideways. You're like, what the heck? You like when they had the old movie, The Blob, and the blob was coming. That's how they're right there on the ground, right there, black clouds, strong. And the winds, long before they get to you, like, what's that? And here you come seeing the clouds rolling over, and it's strong. When the rain comes down there, man, it's hard. And you could smell the rain so nice, and the soil and everything. When you go out after, you know, it's such a nice feel. It's so much life in that soil. So she's cultivating everything. But if you were to come back in 2 years, it'll be just like that spot, sweetheart, that we went to. You hear me? Oh, she got the headphones on, right? Take the headphones off. Yeah, like I was saying, the place we went there, the nursery. Oh, everything was so rich and full.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're planning so many different things that you can't see right now, that's going to be so plush. But you know how to lay the groundwork, right? And you know, it's just like when I'm drawing a picture, I know how to make a foundation, whatever. So what she's doing is very important right now. It's not just, oh, let me just put a few whatever, but you're just cultivating, keeping the soil rich, you know, and doing what you know to do.
It takes time, you know. It takes time to get everything together. And I start planting those trees. I start planting them in 2021, and I'm telling you, everything is coming up so fast. And I've gotten a lot of stuff off of the property also that I've planted, and now I'm getting fruits from them, which is amazing, you know. It's really amazing what you can do, and the herbs that I'm trying to really grow there. And, you know, I have to have things growing because you need these things. So you're going to look around and there's going to be so many things there, because even when we were in Orlando, the things that grow up so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the amount of tomatoes, peppers, and onions and all this stuff, I usually have to put them in bags of lemons and all this stuff and take them to work and give away. The rosemary trees was just spreading all over, you know. So, you know, you can grow so much. And if I grow that and the land in Orlando was very sunny, but things grow. You know?
The sand. It was a lot of in that area, which was near the lake, right? Which I was speaking to someone, and they were saying, you know what, that sand, because we were on the street where the lake was across the street. You had, maybe you remember from what you saw there, it was a street across the street. In the backyard of the houses across the street was a lake, a pretty big lake. And that told us how everything was, the lake was down here and the land went up like this on one side. But that whole area up to where our house was, that was lake too, going up. So it had a sandy quality to it. And she still did excellent with it because the pH was off. It's just like up in Marion County and stuff, where they said certain things don't grow because you have these temperature belts, especially in Florida. So Central Florida is not as tropical as South Florida. You know, South Florida is not as tropical as those little islands that come off. Where you're right there in the Caribbean, damn near. And so Northern Florida, you don't really have palm trees that grow as high. South Georgia, you may have a few short ones, but it's different temperature belts, you know, tropical. And Orlando is not like South Florida. Like when you get to South Florida, you feel it. When you go to Miami, you feel it. So out here with rich soil that doesn't look as rich as some of the reddish or more reddish soils, this soil is rich. Trust me. The way you're doing it now, and it's solid, and you're right up high, and everything will grow. Even there's certain bugs that don't go up there. I mean, you have mosquitoes everywhere, but you don't have as much mosquitoes up there, right? You noticed that, right? You know, no, it's a higher altitude. Yeah. And I did a search on the flood chart right there, and all of South Ghana, right? It can be a flood, and that is like where we are is the highest point. That's amazing. It's amazing to me. You know, it's the highest point. So if there was a tsunami or something and it flooded up so many, you know, I checked it and I kept going higher and higher. And that, right there where you're looking at that land right there is the only part remaining, and just all the way around it, you know, that peaks over. So it's very secure. And I didn't know that, you know, I didn't know, we didn't choose that. We didn't know, you know, I mean, that's the extra that we discovered. But I'm talking too much like it's my show. Go ahead. I just had to, you know.
Oh, gee, there's something else. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about, you know, like our health, dealing with our health, because a lot of times we really don't take care of ourselves, because I know how it is, work all the time, and we as ladies and men too, we don't really take good care of ourselves because we're always running. And what I noticed with a lot of men, you really have to push them to take care of their health, like make an appointment, see the doctor, you know, start eating right. You know, easy to go to the doctor to make sure you know, do your blood work and make sure everything is, you know, all right. Make sure your pressure is right, your blood sugar level and all these things are right. You have to do that. And you really have to push the men them to do that. Some of the ladies too, but most of us ladies will make sure we get our appointment, but some of us don't stay on it. And these are things that we stay on, especially when it comes to our body. We have to make sure, say, as we age or as we get younger, you know, we have to take care of our health, ladies. And it's so much that we can do, you know, with the herbs and all those stuff. Even though you go to the doctor and you check up and you do all these things, but you have to make sure, say, you are taking care of yourself, because I'm telling you, it's not easy. You know, it's rough on our body.
I'm not tired. That's an oxygen yawn, but go ahead.
You know, we have some of us who have babies, and, you know, you go through that, you carry the baby for 9 months, then you have to bring that baby, you know, in the world, and, you know, you go through all the different changes in your body. And as the changes go, sometimes we don't even remember that, oh, we need to take care of ourselves. We're just feeling like we're feeling sick, we're feeling down, we don't want to get up, go to work, and we know we have to push ourselves to go. So that's when it comes in that we have to start taking care of ourselves. So just want to...
I'm going to step away for a second. Just keep going.
Just want to send a little message to the ladies, you know, that really and truly we have to stop for a minute to check ourselves and start taking care of our body, because we need it. And for us ladies that going through menopause, we have to start taking the herbs. Them, you know, sometimes you go to the doctor, they want to put you on medication and all those stuff, which is not good for your body. So the thing that I really take is Evelyn Primrose, you know, just to let you ladies know, it works very good. And you know, and I take the other one is the black coash. I have to make sure I call the name properly, because let's say all the time my accent, my Jamaican accent.
Oh, we got jokes. We got jokes.
My accent that people don't understand sometimes what I'm saying, so
like,
they'll ask again.
You know, it's all love.
What did you say? You know,
like, it's all love.
You know, so
black cohosh, right?
So, but I'll let Lance show you.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna open this up.
So you can see it. You know, in case you ask, what did she say again? But it's the Evelyn Primrose.
And it's cohosh.
And the black cohosh, you know, you can take that. It really works. And you can also use the Indian ginseng. You know, all those things are good for us as herbs to take, you know.
Because of the green screen, it makes the thing look funny, but pretty much you could.
But it really works. Really, really works. Really help you. If you're going through that, you can do that, ladies. And they, like if you have ladies that have PMS, you know, you're cramping and all that stuff, they have the blue coash. Also, you can take that because it can help you with the cramps and all that stuff. So it's so many things that we can do to take care of our body. Ladies, you know, make sure that, you know, you take time out for yourself. Self-care is very important, and it goes for the men too. Take care of yourself, self-care, self-love, you know, start liking yourself, and then you're able to love yourself so you can take care of this body that you have here. You know, man, you make sure you go in when you go in the shower, don't run out. You know, we have to go to work, and when you go to work, you're running, but make sure you take time for yourself. Because if you don't take time to yourself, when you go in the shower and you shower yourself properly and soap yourself a couple of times and rinse off, you feel good because, you know, you're taking care of yourself. It's self-care. So start doing that, ladies and gentlemen. Please start taking care of yourself and start loving on yourself. It's very, very important.
Yes, but see, that's very important what you said about the shower. Because many times, and it's happened to me growing up, rushing when I lived in New York City, rushing to a job, rushing to school. You know, we make ourselves clean. And I, for one, Mrs. SCURV can tell you, I like to keep myself very, very clean. But we lose touch of our own selves. When you're in the shower, and I understand you're going to take those showers when you got to get to where you're going. But when the weekend comes, take a shower that, I mean, you take your time, and just like you talk to the plants, I'm not saying you have to verbally talk to the body, but when you're going between your toes, acknowledge the toes, acknowledge your ankle, acknowledge your calves and your thighs, acknowledge your coochie, whatever. You know, I'm cleaning you. We're going to be clean today. You know, touch every part of your body. I'm not even trying to talk a sexual thing. I'm saying acknowledge, because you see, when you think of a thing like reflexology and how different parts of the bottom of the foot correspond with the internal organs. Okay, go walk barefoot. Now we have to have these little slip-ons with little bumps on them to emulate walking bare. And that's not as good. Now, if you're in the middle of a major city, that might be tough to do. So you might want to get those. But all I'm saying is that consciously acknowledge different parts of your body. When you know, even when you pass out what's inside of you, understand that you have to touch your stomach in different ways. And when you do your enemas and stuff like that, these are very healthy things to do. If you can, it's not healthy. And this is the last thing I want to say, I'm not going to take over. It's not healthy to just sit on a toilet. No, you're supposed to be squatting, and the sides of your thighs come up and press against your internal organs, and you get more out. So, hey, if you got a yard or somewhere where you can be private, you need to squat. And they have these contraptions that go around the toilet that you can actually squat safely. So there are little things that we can do that we need to bring back that we were already doing in nature, but we don't do now. So we have to make a conscious effort, because all those things, all those slight practices that you think that don't have any importance, that we forgot about because of the modern stuff that's going on right now, we need to go back to them because it'll make a difference, especially when we get into our older years.
Yes. And for the men and the ladies that doesn't shave the hair and all that stuff, and some people grow a lot of hair in your private area, your armpit and all that stuff. You have to make sure, get a good soap, like a good hard soap, not something with all that chemical in it, but a good soap, hard soap that you can buy and scrub really good with it first. And it makes a big difference. And then you can do your shower gel and all that stuff after. And it makes so much difference, because when you have a lot of hair on your body and all that stuff, it holds a lot of odor. So we have to start really taking care of ourselves. For me, growing up in Jamaica, we used to go to the river a lot because I grew up in the country. And we used to get the cerci, that bush where we used to make tea. The cerci is good for your blood. So we used to drink the cerci for 7 days. It cleanses your blood. And so we used to use it and bathe also. We used to go to the river and get the cerci and wash our skin with it. And I'm telling you, it makes your skin so clean and pretty. And even when you are pregnant, you drink that tea, man, it makes your skin clean, the baby clean and nice. And I'm telling you, it's so many good things out there for us to use and to take care of ourselves. We give so much. We give of ourselves so much. We go to these people's job and we give them so much, and we get such little out of it. Right. People don't even care about us as a people. And the little pay that we get working so hard, you go through so much on the jobs a lot of time, the stress and everything that you have to go through. And then you have to run and do this and do that. And moms carrying babies. And then after 6 weeks, you got to go back to work, and you're running. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So we have to start taking good care of ourselves, get a lot of herbs, and make sure we are always fresh and nice and happy within ourselves. Our hair is nicely washed and groom, and
love yourself. That's the bottom line.
So it's self-love.
Love yourself.
Self-love,
pamper yourself. And that goes for the fellas too. It's not just a woman thing.
No, it's both.
We ain't trying to go woman way like that. But
it's both.
Maintenance, you have your car, you have your vehicle, you take it in, you get it mechanically set up, tuned up, whatever needs to be done. You polish, you wax it up, you armor all the time. You just take time with it. And as a man, one of the things that in these modern days, especially, and like I said, these are stressful days. Look what's going on in the world right now, right? Stressful days. Escape into yourself. Take care of yourself. Yes. Get to know yourself. Rest yourself. And you can call it meditating. You can call it praying, whatever it may be. Sit down for 15 minutes. Don't have the music on. As much as you can buffer yourself from the outside noise. You have a terrace. You have a yard. You want to go to a park. Take 15 minutes and just chill. And try not to even think anything. You know what I mean? Just you're not going to think about challenges. You just want to just relax yourself and feel yourself and feel yourself with yourself without any interference, and feel free. Growing up in New York City, for me, that could be a very stressful place. But I realized that most of the time I was in my own world. I was in my own zone. I would go out to Manhattan and walk around all the crowds now, because I went to school in Manhattan in high school, right? Busy. Come out of high school, you're right there. But with the artwork or just the music that I had in my head, I was around all this crowd, and that's what preserved me in those days. So wherever you are, it could be chaos going on around you, but you have to have your sense of inner peace, which is only cultivated by learning how to go there. Learning, it's not just a mind thing. It's just being able to be so comfortable with yourself that you can just curl up and be aware of what's around you, but you can just curl up and just go into this shell that protects you. Because a lot of us don't have that, and every little thing that happens, oh man, I'm tired of this. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, and sometimes you got to, when you want to communicate that you need your space to these intrusive individuals who want to suck your energy, sometimes you got to come out your shell and be like, yo, what's up? Get away. You have to protect your space regardless. Let them go over there. Protect yourself from this energy and cultivate your energy, because it's you that can only depend on you when things happen. Yes, we have some family, some friends, sometimes nobody at all. You got to be self-sufficient in every way. So take yourself to get the tune up. If it's your haircut or trimmed or something you working on yourself, or even just meditating, as a man in this world, especially as a Black man, it makes a world of a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's so true. So true. We really have to do that, because, you know, the thing about it, that we work, and then when we are off from work for like 2 days, we're still thinking about work. We have to get away from that and have something to occupy your mind. Like me, it was my gardening. Like when I'm in my garden, I don't think about nothing else. I don't want to think about no work, no nothing. I just want to have my peace and quiet in the early mornings. I hear the birds, and it's such it's amazing. You know, you hear the birds, and then you look and see all these beautiful butterflies, and you see the bees and all that stuff. For me, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Nature is beautiful. And we need to enjoy nature, because that's what it's here for us to really enjoy every bit of it, all the plants, the beautiful herbs and vegetables, all the beautiful things. We need to enjoy them. And even the dandelion is very good for you. It have vitamin A and C, and you can even use the leaves and put it with your spinach, or I like arugula. So that's one of my favorite thing. I love arugula.
You'll love it more than me.
So I'll do the dandelion with the arugula leaves and all that, and you know, make up my dressing, and I put on it, and my tomato and all those things, put everything together.
I just ate. Why are you making me hungry again?
You know, those things are really
Why are you making me hungry again?
And good for us ladies,
Excuse me.
Not only the ladies, but the guys too, for my brothers and my sisters out there, for all of us, you know, and we need to, as I always say, we need to start introducing our children to these things. You know what? We make it too easy for our children. Okay, like for instance, you will take the children out. For instance, you all go to dinner or lunch or whatever. You asking the children what they want. You need to make the decision as a parent. What are you going to feed your children? And when you start doing that from home, the children not going to rebel and say, oh, I don't want that. I want burger and all that thing. That doesn't work. You have to do that part. Do it. Say, this is what I'm getting you all for dinner. This is for lunch or whatever, wherever you take them, whether it's a lunch or dinner. You know, and you make sure children are having the salad, and you can do these things that the children don't even know what's in it. You make the salad and you put everything together, and everybody sit around the table and you have dinner. But the thing about it, because all of this is gone, no one sit together and have dinner together or breakfast together, none of those things. And if we were doing that, then, you know, it would be a different thing, because you have a
Grace
bowl.
is on. Anyway.
Yeah, you have a bowl of salad on the table, and all the children are there, and dad and mom and all of us is there, and everybody eating and enjoy, because you're gonna make it so tasty that everyone is gonna like it. I know. Look here, I never cook a meal that the children never like. You understand what I'm saying? All the meals that I cook, everybody eats everything.
Well, you got that gift. So you got that gift.
Yes, so I make the food so it's tasty and everyone will like what I cook. So I'm not going to say, do you want this for dinner tonight? Do you want this? What do you want? When we start doing those things, then the children want to say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want to go out.
I'm going to remind you of something. Remember when we didn't go shopping, we didn't have much in the house. That night, we were like, oh, it's too tight. It was raining. So we'd get up early in the morning, but I was hungry. I hadn't tell her how hungry I was. So it's right when she says that she can make something out of nothing, because she went in the backyard and got an old muddy boot and put it in the pot.
What are you talking about? You are a
She
mess.
got her old money boot, seasoned it up, did this, did that. Like,
Lance is a mess.
I had a shoe in front of me. I'm like,
Sister
what?
Grace.
Sister Grace, how are you?
Lance is a mess.
I had you fooled for a second. You're like, what is he going to come with?
What the heck is he
No, but one
talking
thing
about?
I do remember is that in mid-meal preparation, you have gone out in the backyard in the dark and picked some different herbs and things, brought them in. You washed them off.
Cooking. Yeah.
We have that on camera, actually.
Yes.
I couldn't tell you what show that was.
It's one of those videos that we were doing the cooking.
Yeah.
And I
think it was live, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was a live.
It was a live one, yeah. But like I said,
I went out and get some herbs outside.
And I followed you with the camera too.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you have those things growing around you, and again, I have to stress the importance of, if you can, because a lot of us may live in an apartment building, but you can still have a fire escape, whatever. But what I've learned is that even when I know sister is watching, so she wanted to know what the size of a quarter acre was, and I told her I hope she's watching, but she's going to see it, right? But the importance of the plants growing around your home, if you're there for a long time, and you will find certain things that you did not even plant that are there growing. Somehow the birds might have picked it and doodled it out and it dropped in your yard or whatever have you. But before they check you out to see what's wrong with you, they go around your yard and see what's really growing. That really may not have come from that area, because that's the answer to your illness, and that's indicative of the illness that you have. But it's not like you're going to live there for 2 months and then happen. But if you've been living somewhere 20 and 30 years in a situation like this, where there's a lot of land, doesn't matter what country, you can tell, because that's nature's answer to your sickness. Nature always brings you the answer to whatever's you're going through, whether it be an illness, whether it be you're a faithful kind of guy and you're waiting for that good woman will come to you. Comfort will come to you if you've been going through a lot, but you got to let nature in, right? So whatever you want to call it, God, create a system, whatever have you, it will be there for you, but you have to have your eyes open enough to know when it's coming. You know what I mean?
Wow.
If that made sense.
Oh, gee.
I know, Riri, I'm crazy.
Yes.
She says, I know he keeps you laughing all the time. Yeah, and I talk a lot. I talk more at home to her. She's like, Lance, you talk too much. Go do a live show. You talk too much. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I could be sleeping or she could be sleeping. And I'm like, you know what? I found this out. So. She said, oh, man, I want to sleep. I got to get up early to go to the garden, go to the property. Just go do a live show. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. What would I do without it? Because I probably have some midlife crisis sitting here like, she's telling me I talk too much. What am I going to do? Have some old nervous issue going on where I'm sitting here like...
Yeah, you are too much. You are just too much. I'm telling you. Wow.
We cut it right there on this particular version, but on Patreon and on the membership channel, we have the whole full thing. Let me just run this back again to be the background visuals. Yes. We do it like that. Yeah. You got quiet on me, sweetheart.
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, my brothers and my sisters out there, man. I'm just like, coming to you today to just tell my brothers and my sisters that we all have to start taking care of ourselves, because if we don't start taking care of ourselves, then, it's going to be the aches, the pain, and all the different problems that we face every day. And one of the most important thing too is that we get a lot of sunlight. We have to get sunlight, because that's where we really get our vitamin D from. I learned that, when we were living in Orlando, and even though I work in the yard, every day and I'm outside in the sun.
That's a whole lot of work you did.
Yeah, but I wasn't getting enough sunlight. And then
I'm saying here,
but when I were in Orlando, wasn't getting enough sun. And then when I go to the doctor and she runs some tests on me and she checked my vitamin D3 level, And she said it was low. And I said, I've been working outside a lot. And, you know, why? You know, like she said, no, because when you outside and you're working like that, you're supposed to be outside. You take off your shirt and all that stuff. Anyway, you're supposed to be naked outside.
More exposure.
Yeah, the more exposure you get to your skin. And because our skin is darker, it takes a lot. Mm-hmm. So Lance used to be out there butt naked. So why
are you blowing me up and telling my secret? No, but they already know.
But it was good. You see, even when we were,
but you see, I'm a pioneer. I'm not ashamed to do it.
No.
But it was in the yard, y'all. I wasn't out there flashing myself.
No.
There was that little part over there by the fence,
and it's fenced in.
That's why I got a thing about having privacy in your yard, where you don't see the next door neighbor's windows. If you can see their windows, they can see you. So that need to go block or go as high as you need to block their windows, because I certified am a nudist, not around other people, but for me, and I'm telling you too, I would do that for about 2 hours before I had to start to get ready to go to work when I was in Orlando driving the bus. And even then, it wasn't like right up to the point of 2 hours. I give myself another hour to get ready. Now, if I had a live show back in those days, I'd do it, and I still took time, and I would lay out there. And I'm telling you, it's not just I'm laying out there. No, I'd lay out, legs up, spread out. On me, there ain't no place where the sun don't shine. All right? So I roll over, whatever. There ain't no homo business now. And make sure a good long time. Sometimes I fall asleep out there. Wake up. Ooh, I'm going to be late for work. But I tell you one thing. The way that sun hit me in the calm, if you can do it, when I got to work around all of those people, tapping me on the shoulder, asking for directions, standing over me, trying to make me make mistakes or cussing me out or having attitudes, I had to deal with a lot. And I made it look easy because of those practices. Other people were getting frustrated and getting in arguments with people, and people would try it because I dealt with the public in the raw streets of Orlando. Don't think it's Disney all over. I drove through hoods at night, right? Every day for many, many years. I don't have one incident because I handled it. I was so calm from the inside that if I drove 11 hours a day on that schedule, right? By the time it was at the ninth and a half hour, I mean, I knew I was at work, but it hit me, oh, I'm at work. 9.5 hours into an 11-hour shift, I realized I was at work. I mean, I knew it, but I began to like, okay, I'm at work. I need to, because I had so much calm. And so I would, after that, go home. She'd have some good to eat or whatever, even if she's sleeping or we had to work another job or whatever. But I was calm. That's why I could do all of those shows morning and in the evening. Go back in them days prior to 2019 and when, you know, all those shows I was doing, all those different things, not because I'm so great, it's because of the home base and the practices that you do. And I have fallen off a lot because of the transition, different foods, different whatever. But now it's like that first round when you're boxing, you're feeling out the opponent. You try to figure out what it is, and then you get the rhythm. And now I'm getting the rhythm. And I'm telling you, like I said, sweetheart, when I get up in that house, I'm going to be an early bird. I'm going to be up before the sun. I'm going to go to bed with the sun. I'm going to make a lot of content because I'm there. I'm not going to have to leave for really no reason. I'll come out in the yard and help, do whatever I have to do. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the most energy in my life. I have a lot of weight to drop, you know, because I've been dipping and dipping. You know, I have. But it's going to be mind, body, and soul. No, it's going to be mind, body, and soul. And it's going to be more energy. Like I said, less than a month, I turned 60 years old. I'm looking forward to the best care, the most rest, dropping the weight, being more productive and being more centered because I will be up there in nature. You know I love it. I'm a New York City boy, but I love it out there. Down where you are behind the house there, you lay on a chair, you'll fall asleep. You go up on one of them balconies, I don't care how much sleep you got. If you're coming from a place like the United States or the UK, and I can only speak about the United States, when you lay out there and that quiet hits you. There's a 2-lane road that we can come off of there, but it's not up on us. It's a little walk away. You're up in the air. You can see it right there. That balcony, man, that breeze, and you see the nature, you see the houses on the other side of the mountain. You're so relaxed. And you're like, you realize you've been carrying all this stress for a long time. Not that I was stressed, but you still feel the weight of it. It's like a school kid who has a heavy behind book bag on their shoulder, but they're running around with their friends. But as soon as they get home, they say, man, this thing was heavy. You got like the women with them big boobs and get the bra strap marks and whatnot. You start getting marks on your shoulder, carrying those school books. And then you like, and then you know what? You start to fall asleep because you're away from all of this electricity, signals in the air, people bumping into you, people watching you up in your face, just you and nature. That's all I crave at this point. I will do more in the next 10 years than I have in all the 22 years that I've been online. I'll do more in the next 5 years than I did, 7 or 8. Let's put that. I'm looking forward to it. To be at one with myself, my life force bigger than my physical body. I want to make that one more point and I'll shut up. You see, sometimes you run into friends, right? And I'll change this so you can get into a little more, right? But sometimes you see friends that you haven't seen in many years. And you see them and say, man, they look different. But they really didn't look different, but there's something about them that's different. It's their life force that's reduced, right? And you think back to the time when they had the energy, whatever. And it's not that you have to be jumping around, but if your life force is glowing and strong and developed, you look at your physical body. I'm not saying your life force is something physical. It is, but we can't see it. But if your life force goes beyond your body, your life force is so mighty, it's 20 feet, 25 feet beyond your body. You can see a vicious snake or a vicious dog, a wolf, a pit bull, and they're looking. I ain't gonna mess with him. But if your life force is so weak that your body supersedes it, it's like a weak candle, and it's weak. People see you who are hustlers and shysters, and like, yeah, I'm gonna hustle this person. They may not know you when your life force is that strong, but they know they're not going to get away with anything with you. And it protects you automatically. And that goes, that's why you have to feed yourself right, be physically right, have everything right. You can't strike a wet match and make it light up now, can you? So you're not going to have this unless your body is right, your mind is right, your spirit is right. And when you walk mighty because it doesn't matter if you have muscles or not. When you walk mighty, when your life force is strong, nothing's going to touch you and nothing's going to even try to touch you because they know they got a righteous ass whipping coming at you or coming at them. For real. I done talk. Did you fall asleep? No, I'm just playing.
You are a mess. You're a mess. I don't have June plum plant, but somebody was saying something about June plum. I don't have June plum, but not June plum, Neeseberry. I don't have Neeseberry. But trust and believe that I am going to get.
Thank you, Riri.
I'm going to be getting all them fruit trees. I sure will get those fruit trees. I am going to, because I'm going to find a way to get all them fruit trees that I need. Them cherries and them Neeseberries and all them. But there's a other one.
Akachi 1972 says, Sister Lily, I'm coming for some jackfruit and June plums. Do you have Neeseberry? You just mentioned that too.
Yeah, right? I don't have Neeseberry plant. I have to, but I am going to get it. I'm going to get it. I need that. I need some cherries. And trust me, I am going to grow sugarcane also. Wait a minute. Wait, everything is coming. It takes time and it's a lot of work, cleaning up that property, clean out all the weeds and digging out stuff and planting, all different stuff. I have, I even plant at the bottom, but you're not going to see them right now, but they're growing. They just need some more rain. The corns and the gungo peas that I just planted a couple of weeks ago, and the corn already burst out the ground. So I'm trying to grow different things.
You do that whole yard by yourself.
I grow corn already before, and they were really good. So, a lot of stuff, and they are coming, and I'm preparing to put more stuff in there. I put a dragon. It's a dragon fruit plant I put in last week, and 2 I think it's called, what's the other one called? Norberry or one of them berries, but it's not the blackberry.
Mm-hmm.
I put in 2 of those and the plant a fig that I bought from the guy. Remember when we go up there to the garden?
Kachi said, very impressive farm. Reminds me of growing up in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah. I need to get, thank you. And we have so much different fruits in Jamaica. It's unbelievable, the fruits and that we have there.
We need to get them seeds from over there and bring it over here.
The styrofoam and all that.
All of that stuff, we need to bring it and get it over here because we're basically on Accra, Ghana, the south part, near the water. Well, all of it really, by the equator, latitude and longitude, 0 latitude and 0 longitude. Whatever it means, to me, it means something. I don't know. I have to research who marked off the earth this way, but like that's like the starting point. Like to me, that's what that means. It's not, they're not going to pick something random. So that means something to me. Maybe on a magnetic field level, on some level. And actually, 0 latitude and 0 longitude is actually below Ghana a little bit in the water. So it's not on the land perfectly, but this is the area. This is the closest country to it. It's not far offshore. So there's something special about this place and all of the motherland, of course. But, you know, there's a lot of things that they don't want us to know about ourselves. But you see, even the distance, I'm way down there and you're way up there. It's beautiful. You can get away from. And down where you're looking at right now, I'm building something down there. I can go there, barbecue a small little thing with the screen around it, concrete it around, whatever. I know you got some stuff growing down there, but just a little spot where the mosquitoes won't get me, of course. We don't want the malaria.
Don't listen to Lance. That's for my greenhouse.
We'll get the greenhouse, but I don't care if it's a small little area.
That's my
greenhouse. Area where I'll go out there and lay out.
I want a greenhouse down there because it's so nice for a nice little greenhouse, you know, where you can, you know, start your plants them out in there. And you have some of your little delicate plants them in there, so you don't want the bugs them to bite them.
I want nothing but fruits there, you know? Growing trees. I want it to be where we can't eat the amount of food that's there, and we'll keep documenting. And in our journey, we're going to keep showing you, because you can take the little space we had in Orlando and do so much. Well, we're going to still think like the underdog, meaning that we're still going to we have a little more space now, so we'll take it for granted. No, every inch must be something plush and cultivated. And when we finally up there and I can do my work there and come outside, there's going to be a lot of videotapes, and I'm going to make sure.
Lance ought to be videotaping and eating.
Of course.
That's what he be doing. He talking about flushing, whatever.
Right? No. Look. There's an advantage for me going up there and eating. I'm going to tell it, right? I'm going to tell it because she gets free fertilizer at night.
Don't listen to Lance. Lance is too much.
Free fertilizer, y'all. You can't beat it. Feed me. When nobody's looking, I go out there, I'm gonna dig a little hole.
Why?
And I'm gonna squat and give you free fertilizer.
Why?
So to enrich,
I don't need that.
But you look, you're gonna pay a cow manure?
Lance, I
you
don't
get the real SCURV manure.
Lance, I don't need that. I'll take the chicken and the cow manure. Yeah, that's what I'll do. The chicken.
Well, you won't be able to tell the difference.
Don't listen to him.
Man, this cow stuff is rich.
Don't listen to Lance.
It's a cycle of life, y'all. That's what happens.
Lance is a mess. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Yeah, don't listen to him what he's saying. But I'm, you know, really and truly, I really want to get some of those nice fruits.
Akachi said sweet sop, tamarind, guinnep, stinking toe.
Oh, I have tamarind. I plant a tamarind tree there. I have sweet sap tree. I have custard apple trees there coming up. I just need
some good fertilizer.
Yes, I just need you know, I don't have the stinking toe, and I see they have the rose apple tree at the garden.
And Grace Mason said the OTO. The apple?
Yeah, I have that one, Sister Grace. I have a nice one there, and I'm going to send you a picture of it. But I have a nice one there, and I have a lot of baby plants coming up in pots here at the apartment and at the house.
Yes, Akachi, free fertilizer.
Yes. So I'm trying to grow all those good things. Yes.
Y'all know I'm crazy.
Yes. And you know, in Jamaica we have so many different fruit trees.
She don't need that.
don't talk about the kind of mangoes that we grow in Jamaica, like East Indian, Julie, Millie, Lucy, Lumber 11, the fine skin black mango, all the mangoes that we have in Jamaica. Is unbelievable, the mangoes, and how delicious they are.
No, for real. You got seeds back there. So much. I mean, you got, look.
Mangoes like crazy. And
I made a run. I made a run real quick, right? Wasn't no set time to come back. But she was home. So I got back a little earlier than what I thought I would get back on as far as time. So I opened the door, and sometimes she has her headphones on and she can't hear me. She's in the bedroom. So I opened the door. I said, sweetheart, I'm home. I know she's here because she was sitting by the door, by the bed, and I saw her leg. So I said, sweetheart, I'm home. And she didn't answer. I took my time and went back to the bedroom, and I opened the door, and she had all of these seeds spread out over the bed. I mean, the whole bed was covered with seeds in the little packages. And she was so focused on it, she didn't realize I was home. And I'm looking. It was almost like a person who, you know, they're selling their drugs or something. They got, so I was like, what is that? She had so many different seeds, and she had another bag with all these other seeds too. Seeds of things that I never saw or heard before. Yeah, that was a thing. And she was counting them out. You know, I'm like, she's almost like a crack dealer for seeds. I'm sorry to say it that way, but she was serious with that. You know, it's a serious thing. Go ahead, sweetheart.
You are a mess.
Go ahead, sweetheart. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you are so
Riri
funny.
said, looking at your garden, really, I've died and gone to heaven.
Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you, Riri. I'm telling you, man, I'm just into nature. I love nature. I subscribe to nature.
Why do you reject my fertilizer?
You know, I subscribe to nature. It's such a beautiful thing. And as I say, I like to combine flowers and the fruit trees and the vegetables. Right now, outside of the apartment, I have kale growing in grow bags.
She started that stuff up here. She has grow bags out there. It's an open hallway. Like you come out, it's like you walk into this hallway, but it's open and you can look over into the street. And she has all these grow bags. Yo, I'm gonna take a picture of them tomorrow and show those little grow bags that you have even here, and you take them every now and then up to the property. And down, she has more. Sometimes the goats come in the yard.
I'm just growing a little kale and stuff, you know, just trying to grow things. And, you know, I even plant a mango tree out there. I eat the mango and I put the seed in the ground at the apartment, and some papaya. And this little stupid goat went out there and bite up the mango and the papaya. I don't know what happened to them. I don't see them anymore. Somebody probably put them away, but now I see they're growing back. But it's good. They'll have mango and papaya when I leave here. The people who live in the apartment complex will get papaya and mangoes to eat, you know. But I'm growing my kale down there in grow bag. I had a few arugula too. And
but even
you know,
even just walking the streets here, there are many things that many Ghanaians who are here traditionally don't eat. And Riri said the goat was hungry. Hungry, they saw that. Yeah.
But goat, I don't mean to cut you. You see these goats, they can be very destructive. Even growing up in Jamaica, the goats people always, sometimes they tie out the goat and they get away, and they go in people's field and eat down all your corn, your gungu, your peas, anything you plant, those goats will just eat it. And
you know she runs them.
And we usually say, these goats, their mouth is poison. You know, they just eat down everything that you plant. That's and those chickens, they are the other one. They like to scratch. I don't know how they know when you plant your corn and gungu. And
they have a sense for that.
Because even about the property.
Virtuous sister said, I have a half an acre plot there that I have not set foot on yet, hoping to come soon to start some work on it.
Oh, great.
Come on down.
Oh, great. Yeah, and the chickens, if not the property, when I plant a lot of corn and gungu, even since 2021 into 22 before I left in January. And the fold, every time I plant this stuff like that, I said, these chickens are watching me. Like every time you plant this stuff, they go and scratch it out. They are not easy. I plant some yellow yams, and after I put the hill and put the yam heads, the chickens go and scratch the trash off of it. They are something else.
Kachi 1972 said $6 Canadian, or 6 Canadian. I said dollars, right? For an organic papaya. 6 Canadian. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. So there are things, like I said, that, like, okay, I've gone to different parts of Ghana and drove for like 2 hours. And on both sides of the road, mangoes from here to the horizon. So places like that, and just what goes on, and people who live in places like this with this land, that it's close to the city, not super close, but it needs to be cultivated, because like when you go out in nature, far out, everything is popping because it's been there. Things grow, the seeds drop. Things grow, the seeds drop. The animals come around, fertilize, and they eat and leave a little poop and whatever, and it's a cycle, and it rains, and it's just so much in different parts, and even other parts of Ghana that are way out, not close to a city, so plush. But what I'm going to do when I'm there with you, whatever you're doing, I'm going to follow you with the camera. I mean, and you just talk. I'll do the camera work, y'all. And maybe when you have a certain project that particular day, and it's just going to be in regular time talking. It's not going to be, well, this is a production and 10 minutes is done. Just a hangout. I hold that camera. I like to do that. And you'll feel like we're there, or you're there, with us and with her. This is a walkthrough real quick. And then you'll see over time. It's not going to happen overnight, but you'll see over time when you go, and we've been doing this for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you go back to now, you say, man, that yard look empty. Look at it now. You can't even see anything. Oh, you hitting in the head with mangoes, tripping over pineapples. You know what I mean? Like that. But we are going to get a greenhouse. We're going to set that up somehow, some way. I got to research it. And these are the things we do that you may not know that we do, or the discussions we have, even in building. And it's a continuous thing. It's not done yet, nowhere near done. But it's a process, and it makes it easier for me even now to share this process, that I can share these things, not just talk about it. People say, man, they front and they just talking. All of that work that she's done and was put into the house and the yard, like I said, got to give Miss SCURV her props, But cerebral work is also challenging on this computer, right? But the kind of work she does physically, it's not easy. I can lift heavy things. Even though I'm not in the gym training anymore, I'm still strong. I was strong before the gym. Lifting, no problem. But that bending and stretching and bending and in the sunlight, it knocks you out. I would go out there, and after 45 minutes, I'm looking to come and let me get another thing of water. Let me get another mango. Let me get some ice. And you go out there all 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, come back after it's dark. Whoa. Yeah. You are a superwoman. But I'm the Incredible Hulk. Anyway, say what now? Put my face back on. Okay. Well, I got to put my face back on. They enjoying watching y'all. They know what I look like. I'll do that, though. Let me see. I kind of forgot. Yeah. Giant King. Yes, indeed. Yes, Riri. The multicolored flowers and the landscaping. This is all roughed out. You can see it's roughed out, And let me stop this screen. She says to put my face on. Okay. And we'll put, I'm all alone now. I need you next to me here. So I got to put this boom right back, right? I know you're going to wind down. I know you didn't expect to do this long. I said, I tricked her again. I said, let's just come on for 15 minutes because, we did a little running around today. I'm not tired, but I'm looking at this work that I have to do outside of the shows. I'm like, do I do it tonight? If I do work tonight, sweetheart, it's 12:20 here in Accra. I'm not coming to bed till like 5 a.m. So you know what? I got to dedicate tomorrow. Like when we come back, we'll do another walk and talk. We did a little short one today. And on Lilyvegan's channel, we're going to upload maybe a little longer video, what you saw. But make sure to go to Lilyvegan, 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 on YouTube, and let's get those subscribers up to 1,000 so we can start live streaming there, because to do everything on a channel increases its pull with the algorithms. I don't know how to say it technically, right? But when you live stream and you upload and you do your shorts and just keep working at it and be consistent over the years. See me, I'm shadow banned, right? They're going to hold me back any kind of way, but it's not going to stop me from doing the work. And so under the manifestation of Lily Fire or Lilyvegan, they're not going to shadow ban her. Oh, she's too militant with the plants and the seeds. No, they're not going to do it that way, right? So you have me behind you 100%. This is what I do. You don't have to know every little thing. I'm always studying tutorials and little things. There's a lot of changes going on with YouTube also. So I want to put your boat in the water and see how you take the wind on your sail, and it should be, whatever. Because see, she loves this. She loves this. She'll get rid of me before she get rid of them plants. She love them plants more than me. I got to watch out for myself. They said, grab the most thing that you love the most before this house drops. She's grabbing them plants. Lance, you better run out there because look, these are my babies, right? So that's what it is. No, I'm just playing with you, right? You better grab me. No, I'm just playing. But
nature doesn't talk back to you.
Huh? Hey,
nature is always good to you. As long as you take care of nature, nature is always going to take. You're going to give you fruits and vegetables and everything that you want to eat. You're not going to go hungry.
But them bugs can come bite them things up if you need somebody around to help you out.
As long as
you ain't going to take them trees and lay in the bed with it. I heard about tree hugger, but I didn't have about tree humping, right?
But you need the fruits and the vegetables.
I'll help you grab
the things to survive.
You grab the fruits and I grab the vegetables, and we good. That way we'll eat, and you still have the precious man next to you that I'm here.
you are our mess.
Not
nature
to debate
don't
me.
Fail, and we fail nature because we don't take care of nature.
Well, see, here's the thing. Nature don't fail, but as long as I submit to the system and the system of nature, I won't fail either.
But you have to take care of nature. You can't. Of
course, we gotta take care of nature, and nature gonna take care of us. But as long as I submit to the righteous laws of the universe and nature, I'll never fail. I'll be strong and vibrating high for a very long time. Under a month, I'm 60, and I'm looking to get more youthful, and I'm looking for my younger days, not in some artificial Viagra, red sports car, big titty white woman. I don't need none of that stuff. All I got to do is just go to nature, what you just saw in the video. That's where I'm going. And I'm going to take care of myself.
Wow.
Take care of myself. Yeah, because I haven't been taking care of myself, dogging myself out up late and whatever, dipping into different foods. I'm not going to lie. Stayed up late, jumping up. But now we have a balance now. So that's what nature is a balance. So my face is going to get trimmed up a little bit, start doing a little exercise and stuff. I know I'm fat.
Oh,
fat for me. I got a lot of muscle on me now. Don't be fooled.
Oh, wow. Wow. Papaya is expensive.
Papaya. What was that? A brain fart?
Papaya. But in America, it's by the pound.
Oh,
I don't remember how much it is, but sometimes when you go to Publix and those supermarkets, it's not cheap either. Sometimes at like Bravo or the Caribbean supermarket, you can get it for like 99 cents a pound. And then so it really goes up. So sometimes it's amazing how many seeds are in the papaya and how much you can plant from one papaya, how many plants you can get from
Thank you, Riri.
It's
she says the channel is almost at 1,000. 913, and I just subscribed. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to put the link below. I'm going to do it through the phone because I don't know. I'm thinking weird, right? I'm already logged into LanceScurv. If I log into Lily Fire, Lilyvegan, well, let me just put the version there, and I'll go through my phone and log out and log in and put the real link, the real URL, because I don't think you can get a URL custom until you have about 1,000 anyway. So I'm going to do that right now. Thanks for reminding me, Akachi. I'm going to do that. Right now. I'm going to do that through this phone. If I can get in the other phone, I'm busy charging this stuff up. So come on, keep on talking. But I'm going to actually type it in.
You should put it in there. Yeah, but what I'm saying, all those things are so expensive, and you get so many plant.
Yeah, a virtual system. Yes. You got to keep renewing certain things. I'm going to get all the facts, and I'm going to do like a little private show just for us who are here, and get all the facts. This week I'll be able to have all the facts. I'm actually going to say, well, to everybody who's watching, who wants those particular facts, because I have certain connections that I can get out the horse's mouth, and I'll be doing certain things along those lines. Okay, so hit me at LanceScurv.com. Anybody with your questions, and I will go to actual places and ask the questions this week. Also, I want to say to the young lady who wanted me, and she hit me off on PayPal. I said, Lance, you got to do something about the healthcare system. I haven't forgotten, but I will say I discovered a gem, and I will say it. You know, we passed through, we discovered this, what is it? The Ghana University of Ghana Hospital. And they say University of Ghana because they teach there, right? And you think, okay, nobody going to just cut my liver or do something.
No, there's a school at
it's a school there, right? There's a school of property. But man, let me tell you something. Am I wrong if I say that kind of whips America on what I've seen? I haven't been in every hospital in America, but you would be surprised. I was overwhelmed. I was like, yo, I wish I can whip my camera out and bring this back to you. So I'm going to pass through there this coming week. And I want to talk to somebody who will give me permission to maybe do a walkthrough, and you won't believe your eyes, because people have this idea of everything being backward here. This is another plus. Now, there may be some little places that may, you know what I mean? But here
they have private places that is.
Oh, they have good, yeah, but they're expensive. This place is affordable.
And it's the hospital. It's very nice. They have even the women and the children part.
Separate building, clean.
Very clean, beautiful. I mean, clean.
People are nice there.
And they do everything there. If you want if you want dental work, any kind of dental work done, whatever you want is there.
No, but I'm telling you, it's
beautiful and clean.
I could, and just spacious. The floors are waxed. The people behind the counter, they're like, yeah, what? No, they're calling. Yeah, no, but you don't come on, hurry up, what you want? No, I don't take care of that. You got to go on down to the other building down there. They were like, no, but I've had to deal with that. I'm gonna go sit your yellow ass down over there and stay in line. What you think here? I ain't working for you. You get them attitudes in there. That's not a place of healing. Some of these emergency rooms and hospitals in America, I'm not saying they're all like that, but the attitudes of some of these people, they looking at you all, you coming there for help and they side-eyeing you. What you doing here? Well, obviously there's something wrong while I'm here. Maybe you need to live here with the attitude that you have, because something wrong with you. Okay. We don't need all that. I've dealt with it. And so when we came to the doors,
but you have to understand with that too, like in America, the stress on these jobs is unbelievable. Sometimes people go through so much stuff on the job. And sometimes people don't even realize the way they come off until later on.
They realize it.
No, sometimes it's not everybody, because sometimes your mind is in a different place. Sometimes people are going through things that is unbelievable.
No, understood. But as a professional,
I know what you're saying, but
I mean, come on. I never got into a fight while I was driving the bus. I was in the street, man. And you know the neighborhoods I drove through all into the wee hours of the night, I did not have a problem, because I knew how to deal with people, and I knew how to keep things, how to de-escalate things. I'm good with that. And I know how to escalate things also, right? I know both ends of it. And I had to deal with a lot. I had to deal with a whole lot every day. But it's not how many punches a person throws, is what they hit you with. And if you and know how to psychologically keep yourself in a certain space and even read the spirit before it comes at you. But I'm just saying, I've had situations like that, which didn't bother me because they obviously had a problem. And people bring sicknesses on themselves with these issues, you know, when they have these attitudes, or even the envy, jealous thing going on. They smiling at you, but they jealous as hell for whatever. They poisoning themselves. And don't do the liquor and the drugs. And that's even, you're off the chain, you're not balanced. I want to be in the sun naked at least 4 hours a day. Oh, I'll be floating around. La, 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 la. Right? So that's what it is. Yeah, Riri, thank you. Julia NASA. Let me say, I'm glad to see you here. Got to have another show where you come back. Listen, Mr. Scurv, I know you're wrapping down soon. What's with these headphones? You just listen to the show. Nobody else is talking. Something wrong. Time for you to sleep. Listen. Look, I want you to put the headphones on. We take two people that come on and talk to Mr. Scurv directly. Let's make this show special. You want the headphones? All right, I'm gonna put the link up. You hit it on your phone. You don't have to show your face. You know what I mean? We'll make this show. Every time Mr. Scurv comes on, we're gonna give you an opportunity to talk to him. And we're gonna do this on a regular like this, right? Okay, boom. But you have to have the headphones on so you can hear them. I'm by the computer and everything. So here we go. I'll be right. Whoop. Okay, why would I? Oh, I'll leave it like that. I ain't got nothing to hide, y'all. But okay. Hold tight, y'all. This is in number 1. Turn it up some. See that? I almost tripped and fell. You would have saw it. I was sitting here falling. Right? Oh, gee. All right, so yeah, funny. You're on the mic. Anybody want to come in and speak to Mr. Scurv? She's gonna sleep late tomorrow, and we're gonna do a walk and talk in the morning.
No, I don't sleep late. I like to rise with the sun, even when I go to bed late. I can't stay in bed. It's not me. That's not me. I have to be up when the sun
give you a little
comes
juice
up
and drop a little rum in there.
No,
you'll sleep till noon.
Can't do that. No. It's not for me. It's not good. I go to bed, and if I wake up late, I wake up with back pain and all that stuff. I have to wake up with the sun.
Anybody want to speak to Ms. Scurv? Hit that link. Come on in. You don't have to show your face. You know, if not, because this is like the last minute. But we're going to keep doing that, so I anticipate that. But we're going to keep on talking. If somebody pops in, they pop in. If they don't, they don't. The main thing, I'm supposed to be getting this link for, because I'm going to have to go.
Did you put it in there?
I'm going to put it in there, the actual link, so that it's with this show forevermore. And it's this other phone. Okay, I got to find the screen. Come on now. Come on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's see. I'm gonna drop the actual thing.
I hope
switch accounts.
You know, I just hope that my brothers and my sisters that listening tonight and came in, I really appreciate y'all coming on, and I hope y'all enjoy the show.
Know I'm crazy, Julia.
You know, I hope y'all had a good time here tonight, and you know,
we always gonna
come
make
back
it that
on
way
again, and so you can, you know, Lance is a little crazy sometimes, but you know,
you just
at least y'all can get you a little laugh on and all the, you know, good stuff.
That's what it's all about.
So, you know, just want everyone to feel good, feel happy, you know, and enjoy yourself. And, you know, wherever y'all at tonight, I hope y'all are well. You know, the children are well, the grandchildren, nieces and nephew, grandma, grandpa, you know.
You name every member of the family.
Hope everyone is well.
I think I got the link here.
Anyone on there, Lance?
Yeah, Giant Gain. I'm sorry. I'm sitting down on the phone. I can't hear you, Giant Gain, but
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Too loud?
No, I'm good.
I can hear you.
How are you, Giant Gain?
I am well. How are you?
I am great. I am doing great. So nice to hear you.
Giant Gain in the house.
Oh, I just love this show when you two are together. It brightens up my day. I just wanted to hop on really quick to say I have a plaque for you, Mrs. Scurv, that I purchased about 1.5 years ago, and I still have it because my goal is to see you live and in person and give it to you live and in person. And it was just a little plaque that says a little something that when I saw it, you was the first person I thought about. And so I have it, and it will come to you soon, as well as your picture that I drew. My daughter drew for you, Lance, that I sent a email of.
Oh, beautiful.
That's deep. Thank you
Beautiful.
so much.
Thank you so
It's the video. It's the picture with you and the anthill with the anthill chronicles that she sketched out for me. So I
Right.
have those two gifts for you. That means that I am coming there to give them to
Oh,
you
wow.
soon.
Oh, that's
Wow.
so beautiful.
So you know what?
Wow, that is so sweet.
What we're gonna do?
Wow.
What we're gonna do tomorrow? We want to do a Sunday morning walk. Was it Saturday, right? Yeah.
Today's Saturday.
It don't look. I'm retired. I don't know what day. I'm like the animals. I wake up. It's a day. Right? You can't ask an animal. Oh, yeah, it's Monday. He ain't going to do a job. But anyway, we're gonna let's take a walk near or to the anthill. We'll record it, talk there a little bit, and come back. It's not far. It's just like somewhere we don't really go now because that was where we used to live in the old apartment over there. I like to go over there and do something. Just walk over there, do a little walk and talk, and come
so
back.
Sweet.
I bring the tripod, set it up, and whatever. Yeah. I haven't done a rooftop in a while either, but
thank you, my sister. I can't wait to see you.
Thank you, Johnny Gang.
I can't wait. I put this plan in place in 2019 when I first got a chance to talk to Lance live, and he said some things that actually changed my life, and I've been forever grateful for that. And like I said, because of that, you have to be a special type of individual to be able to hone in and just say some things without ever knowing a person and be able to touch their lives in the way that he did for me that day. So you are forever in my heart. And like I said, I'll kill a dead stick over you.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I just want to say
thank you.
Thank you for those kind words.
Thank you.
I know I'm a comedian. You know, I don't want to always be serious. I can be very serious, just be serious and to the point of being corny. But I have different gears on my vehicle, and there's different ways to reach folks. I'm always approachable. If a person approaches me and I see their spirit or whatever, sometimes things come through me. I don't even know to remember things that I said, but I feel it sometimes. And sometimes I come on and go live and just start. Or I just record something and just start. I know somebody will get it. I can't take credit from it. That's the universe giving you what you need. I'm just honored to be able to be the vessel that it comes through. You know,
that's it, being that willing vessel. And I thank you for being that willing vessel for me that day.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So to my distant family, love and peace. I keep you guys in my prayers always, and we will meet because you guys do feel like this family to me.
Yes, much love, my sister. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.
Wow.
You guys have a wonderful one, and we'll meet soon.
Yes, take care.
The day is coming.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Wow.
We got 900. I feel like it's a telethon now. Like we got 917 subscribers. We're going for 1,000. Hit the link.
Thanks to
Here we
everyone.
go. I'm gonna drop it in there again.
You.
Okay, wait a second. This is different. Oh, that's the stream. Okay, I did that. Okay, here's a stream link. We'll take one more person, and I say one more. If right, wait a little while because I know she's tired. That's why she's not even on the camera. I don't look right. I look tired. You don't look tired.
You are so messy. You are messy.
You don't look tired.
No, it's always good to be here. To talk to my brothers and my sisters and, carry them on the journey with us. It's just a beautiful thing. Just a beautiful thing to have your beautiful brothers and sisters here and able to talk to them. Right. Man, it would be so beautiful to have our brothers and sisters as a people come together, unite together and do the darn thing together. But man, it is so hard. Those
of us who are on that level, we will do that and shine as an example. For those who are not all the way there and they're harder in their mind, just lead by example. I believe in that. You shine that light out that you have on the inside, because a lot of people will verbally plagiarize what they see on YouTube on the righteous level and talk the talk, but really in practice, you see their hand, they play themselves. So right now I'm focusing on the good people who are there. We all make mistakes sometimes, but major things that you find out, it's like, listen, I can't deal with that energy. But if you're aspiring to be good and uplift yourself more and more every day, then I'm with that. I will go to the ends of the earth for that. But I'm also your pit bull. I'm also going to make sure nobody, because she's a very nice person. She really is. She's a sweet person. She's been through a lot in this lifetime, and I'm very protective over her. But one thing I won't allow anybody to use her in a wayward way, because she's very precious. And the way you see her here is the way she is. We get into our little verbal altercations and disagreements on what we think we should do. No, do it this way. Whatever. I'm going to record one of them funny behind arguments too, and we're going to put it up. I'll do it. Yes, I will. And like I said, all in all, it's about making the progress and keeping your vibration genuine and pure. We're not perfect. None of us are perfect, but we want to keep washing our hearts and our minds and everything. You know what I mean? So we want to go there. And thank you so much for those kind words, Giant Game.
Yes.
Yes. That may be the very thing that keeps me out of the fiery pit, for those who feel that. I'm just using a joke. We have God sitting up on the throne here. You did a lot of things back in the 1980s, and you did things when you were a teenager and in your 20s and maybe a piece of your 30s. But that show that you did, that Giant Gate said those nice things about you, you don't have to go to the fiery part. You're going to go into heaven. I'm stupid. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. What Riri say? That's good, Lance. To never have gotten into a fight. How long was it? Yeah, my niece said, man, driving buses is crazy. People jump in front of your bus, try to always ride free. Yes, I'm not going to say the exact same years, well over 10 years. On top of the other things I've done. And I never had an incident that I created. I de-escalated a lot of incidents. And there was a lot of things I did in the gray area that weren't particularly policy, but human to human, I evaluate, and you go into that gray area. It's just like when you're driving, there's an ambulance or a truck parked in front of you, and it's a 2-lane road, one going this way, one going that way. You got to look and you got to make your judgment and assess if you can go into the lane of the oncoming traffic and come through. When you deal with people, you got to sometimes bluff them. You got to know human nature. And I studied human nature all my life, and I continue to study people and human nature, know who's fronting, know who's for real, know who the frauds are. And sometimes some will fool you. But I had an incident one time where I had to get a guy off of the bus. It was my decision, right? Now, if he said no, well, what am I going to do? Fight him? I can't. I'm on the camera. This guy had a drug issue. I found out his name. I ran some checks on him because I'm still affiliated with a lot of people who are in law enforcement. And I found out his history. It was never violence, but it was just that he's addicted to drugs. He was somewhat of a bully to weak people. I'm going to tell you something. Some of these people who may be on drugs or out there in the street, a lot of them have the gift of discernment. So don't think because, he's not in the church. And we know here on this channel, we know how it goes. It's not a church thing, right? But they think that sometime. And they will read you. This is how some people survive out in the street to hustle and do what they do. They got an excellent gift of discernment. And we got the church folks, he can't have the gift. I'm the one who got the gift of discernment. I'm in the church every day. You got more hell going on in there. We know how that goes. So this guy, I would always see him at night. He would always be loud. This guy had a very scary face. His face was very scary. It's just something when you pull up to him and you're like, I don't want to mess with that guy. I mean, I'm not Superman. I felt that. I was like, man, this guy's face is scary. But I wouldn't let it psych me out. I break things down on a psychological level. I don't care if it's King Kong. You got two hands. I got two hands too. We're both men. I have confidence in my skills. If you beat me, I've been beat by 11 cops. So that beat any fear I had out of me. So if I can take the beating from 11 people, chokehold me, punch me in the face, grab my nuts, pulling my hands back for an extended period of time, what you gonna do being one person? You know what I mean? So this day, he got on the afternoon on the rush hour coming back from an outbound trip. I'm like, what is this dude doing? And he was ignorant. So he got on there with must have got a check or something and got some cheap, pleather leather jacket. Yeah, man, I'm wearing some Italian name, and he was and I was like, I gotta watch this guy. Had kids on, had women on. It was a different flow. Driving at night is different from driving in the day as it is from driving in the morning. I like night. I like the challenge, So he went and sat in the back. He kept talking loud. Which of his two people on the bus that are like him and they got headphones on, he's in the back, go ahead, talk if you're high. But now he sat amongst the people and he started cussing and damning. looking at the people, challenging them. He didn't say anything to the men. The men were scared. Yeah, they were scared. And I was getting mad. I'm like, how he's cussing. Look, and you got to let it set in for a while. You can't just jump on it because they'll say, oh, maybe you had a prior grudge. And I know how to report right in law enforcement. I damn sure know how to report right driving the bus. So I let him go on a little bit of cussing, but he started directing it to certain people, right? Then it was a problem. He talked to some of the guys that way, and they were just lost, texting and whatnot. They're like, I don't want to be bothered with this guy. But after a while, you're the bus driver. Just like if you're a pilot, people look to you to handle the situation. And I'm very good at handling situations. Put me in any situation, I can handle it with people and verbalizing and communicating. Even when I was doing bouncing years ago, I had no problem. I was always the smallest guy there, but I was very convincing in how I communicated. And I was ready to bring some ass to get some ass. So I had no problem with that. Because most men, what you don't know, 95% or maybe 98% of most men bluff. We put on the mask. We walk a certain, yeah, what's up, man? How you doing? So and so. Nobody wants to be punched in the face. And people think men who are not trained in this or even in the mind or mastered their mind or mastered themselves, they think, oh man, what if I get hit? You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get scratched up. You're gonna fall down and bruise man, I need to scrub these elbows. But you're gonna bruise your elbow, your knee. You should know this is gonna happen. Are you willing to have that happen? And it's the things you think too while you're in the confrontation, because they will read fear. So I had to straighten him out one time before, and I thought I had it, but now he's gonna show out even more, So he's cussing, damning. I said, okay, I'm gonna give him another 2 bus stops. Because there's one lady sitting to me, bus driver, I said, don't worry about it, I'm gonna handle it. So we got around to where Walmart was off of Kirkman Road. For those who know it, that was it the ghetto Walmart, even though it's right there by Metro West where it's nice and affluent. Boy, you go in that Walmart with a camera, boy, you got good footage all night. The world star hip hop type stuff. So I had pulled the bus over. I let some of the people on. So he was going on saying some things. So I stood up and I put both hands on the rails. I'm just leaning up there, just checking them out. The silence, because now they're looking at me like, what's up with him? I'm looking right at him. And he tried to ignore me and he kept going. And this is what ticked me off because I was ready to lose my job. He told the girl, he started picking on the women, right? There's a woman in front of him, sitting in front of him, and had a little girl between her legs. She was standing up. So then he's like, damn, girl, you got some big, I don't care who don't like it. And pointed at the little girl and said, she can suck. I let out the biggest yo. I was like, yo, you know what I mean? In the bus, it was like, people jump. I said, I need to talk to you right now, man. I said, that's unacceptable. I said, check this out. If you think that you're such a Billy badass, let's walk away from where these cameras are and have our discussion. And it's going to be something that you're going to feel and remember for the rest of your life. And I put the bus, lowered it down, pulled the brake, put it in gear. You understand? I got off the bus and I said, I'm waiting for you right now. This bus is not moving. Cars backed up. I ain't care. I stood back by the back. And I waited there for like 45 seconds. And then one old man came out and he said, driver? I said, yeah. I said, I'm waiting for the guy. Don't worry, I'll get you on time. He said, I ain't worried about that. But as soon as you got off the bus, he got off. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got some sense. No, I was ready. It's not a tough guy thing. He knew it, man to man. I was like, you said that? If I was on the street, I would have kicked him in his face.
You run off and you didn't see?
I went to the back of the bus. There's a camera there, but it's a way you can angle yourself where you're not seeing. I knew where all they had hidden cameras on the bus. Ones you see, ones you don't see. You know what I mean?
You run out.
Yo, I was by Fraser Street. What's the long road there before Kirkman? It changes once it goes over Ivy Lane. Raleigh. Raleigh and Fraser. Raleigh and Fraser. And Fraser goes into Carver Shores, which is considered a hood, but a lot of good people there. I know them. A lot of things happen there also. I'm gonna start talking about some of the old bus stop confessions like I used to write. If you go on the website LanceScurv.com and go in the search area and put bus stop confessions, I got a lot of stories I used to write about back in those days with pictures too of some of the people. You know what I mean? So that's a whole other world that I haven't even really touched. But yeah, nah, you can handle, like I said, when your life force is right, you're living right, you have a righteous mind. I mean, who doesn't get angry sometime, or who doesn't do something they have to apologize for sometime? At the end of the day, when you straight with yourself and you right, and somebody comes up again, let me tell you something. This went all the way from health, and I'll let you have the final word and everything. When you're right with yourself and you get into a fight, and you're right, and you know you're right, you fight harder. And the person who may be bigger than you, they fight you back. It may hurt, they may be trying their hardest, but if you stick with the fact that you're right in what you do, you win every time. Just don't let that go. I'm right. I'm going to keep fighting until I get the result and subdue you. And if you beat me and knock me down where I can't get up, well, guess what? Next time you see me, we are going to fight. I'm going to fight you until I beat you, and I'm not going to stop. That's just my personality. Just because I'm around some people and I act soft-spoken and nice and whatever, just in real life. Sometimes in real life, people, oh, he's soft. He's just, no, I'm not soft. I'm the most vicious person I know. And we should all feel that way about ourselves. And I don't mean vicious evil, but vicious righteous, where if you're right and you want to be on the side of right, not just saying you're right, you want to be on the side of right by doing the right thing. So many times, so many violations, and you got to put your foot down and straighten somebody out. They know they pushed it too far. They know they've been getting over and you've been burning your fuse. It's like, listen, this is it. We're not going to go with this no more. Whatever it takes, so you want to mouth off or ape up, I'm with it. Whatever you want to do, as long as we don't pull out a knife or a gun, and you a man, we can do it with the fist, fine. I would prefer to talk, right? I don't want to be bruised up. I want to be nice and cuddly next to Miss Scurv at nighttime under the sheets and whatnot and squeezing little things and whatnot. I'm a man, right? Well, I mean, that's my right. Sleeping and throwing leg on. I don't want no bruises on my elbows, hurting, up with some man, hugging up. Because you know most fights after about 30 seconds end up on the ground. I saw two winos fighting, and they were just yo, they took both of them took a swing and missed, and they both fell, and they grabbed each other, and all they did, they're out of breath, and they were hugging each other, man, on the ground. I'm like, and they didn't want to part, and they were trying to punch, and it's like, man, listen, y'all don't want to fight. Y'all don't want to fight. Anyway, I don't know how I got to this point. I got all these comments. Yeah, a lot that I love how Mrs. Scurv expresses and carries herself so humble and modest, but down to earth at the same time. What an empress. Have you ever heard some of the Lily Fire? She got more names than, you know, I mean, Lily Fire, Lilyvegan, Mrs. Scurv. What's the new one? Lily Garden, right? That's the new one we're going to break out with. Lily Garden.
Oh my
Riri says that speaks to your character that you've endured that long with no major problems. Thank you. And even working in the jail and in prisons, trust me. Those guys were cool with me. I had no problems in the jail because they looked at me like, you know, a lot of crazies be riding the bus. You're right, Julia, but they identify me because they say he's crazy too. They just didn't find out yet. Akachi says a lot of homeless people ride the buses and subway here in Canada. Same thing in Orlando. And my route was one of the longest routes, the 21 route. I did that all those years. You know, I knew some of the people, and we got along so well, you know. Okay, so we're going to wrap this down. I tricked Mr. Scurv and said 15 minutes. We have an hour and 44 minutes. And
oh, my goodness.
You know, wow. And you say I can talk.
No, but you were doing a lot of talking.
And we did 4 hours and 20 minutes and 33 seconds last night.
I'm telling you, but you know.
Should I trick her and keep her for 4 hours? I can do it.
No.
I know. But a lot of our live streams are not going to always be longer. Sometimes we have some. My thing is a regular pity pat, like, okay, 15 minutes, 25 minutes, 10 minutes here, but rapid a lot. And I'm going to start doing that this week with the live streams. I have the main one, 5 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. But if I feel to, if I'm not gathering footage or with her,
the time changing.
Oh, the time changes, right?
So
I'll be doing it 9 o'clock for me.
4 hours ahead.
Right, 4 hours difference. Because see, it's 5 hours. It's 10 o'clock for me to be at 5. Mm-hmm. So to be at 5, I'll make it, maybe I'll move it to 6 and still do 10. I don't know. I'll let everybody decide, right? I'll put your link in one more time. YouTube channel. Let me put this here.
But I just want to give thanks to the brothers and sisters out there this evening. Thanks for stopping by. We always enjoy your company. So we give thanks. And Giant Gain, I want to give thanks to you and all the brothers and sisters in the chat. You are beautiful. You are everything.
Yes,
and I give thanks. And enjoy your rest of your evening. Take care of yourself. Much love to you all. And just a little tip. Please, my brothers and my sisters out there, please go out and buy you some blackstrap molasses. And, you can mix it in water if you want to mix it in water, or if you do almond milk or oat milk at night. It's very good at night.
It's making me hungry.
You do your blackstrap molasses with your whatever milk you do. I don't do I don't do the dairy products. So if I'm doing that, most time I mix it in water and drink it and go to bed. It's good for your nerves. So try to do that. Everything that can help you to make you feel healthy, make you feel good, make you have a good night rest. You want to do that. So just take care of yourself and the rest of family and self-love. Make sure you're taking, self-care, and just keep hope alive and, do what you need to do to make yourself happy. And just want to say, for me, it's good night. Because I'm going to bed and try to get some rest because I like.
She knows I'm going to talk to her for another hour and keep her up.
Yes. No.
So what should I do? Should I do the work in the daytime to transfer it into the site, or should I stay up? You tell me now.
Lance, you can do it in the mornings because you do your show late.
So we're going to do a walk and talk as soon as we wake up.
So
right. So we get to bed early because on the website, I'm like a week and a half behind with all my, so folks like, yo, been writing a little bit, but yeah, okay. And like I said, when we do all your stuff, I'm gonna set up a website for you too, but it's gonna be more compact, and everything. So I want you to do interviews with people. We're gonna do all kind of different stuff. It's not just standing in the garden. We have that part when you do the kitchen and the cooking, and we don't have our kitchen up there yet. But when we get all that stuff together, we're gonna incorporate everything. So, I know this stuff so well on YouTube. All you gotta do is be yourself. And I'll do the heavy lifting, and we'll make a nice, spectacular ride. Just want to say that this song that we always play is Quiet in the Garden, and that's her theme song, even though she don't know it yet. But that's the song that makes me think of you when you're in the garden. Because I've watched you lots of times, and you're gone. You just, that's why I know you'll never have a nervous breakdown on this level, because you got them plants to talk to, and they love you.
I do love my plants, and I love nature, so. It's a beautiful, it's healing. It's healing for us when you're going through stuff and when you are not feeling well and you feel okay. For instance, you may got sick, you go to the hospital and you come home. For me, the best thing for you to do is go out in nature, get up early in the morning when the sun rises and get your nice sun bath, and just enjoy nature. You will, I'm telling you, you will feel the difference. By the time you get back inside and have your water and everything, you're going to feel the difference in your body. What nature does for you is healing for your body. So
very much.
You want to do that.
Yeah.
You want to start taking care of yourself. Even if you feel like you're getting sick with a cold, you have some aches and pain, and you say, boy, I don't feel like get up. But once you get up and you go outside and you go out in nature and you enjoy the day out there, the sunlight, the beautiful trees and everything, it's a different feeling. After a couple of hours, you'll see your body feeling different. You go inside and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I'm telling you, you have your grandparents or your parents and they are not feeling well. And if you should take them out the house and take them out in nature, trust me, they will live years, put on so many years, even on their life. If they're 90, they probably live to 100 and more. I'm telling you.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you were in my life when I had my parents, they'd be alive right now.
Nature is a beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful thing, you know.
That's right.
So we have to take care of ourselves and make sure we're taking care of nature, because it's doing good for us. And when we for instance, if we're building a house and you have a lot of trees and stuff on there, don't cut down all the trees. And whatever trees,
she was tired.
Whatever trees you cut, replace a lot of fruit trees with it, so you can have the fruits. A lot of coconut trees, a lot of palm trees, because you need that fresh air to.
The mango, mango trees too.
It's good for you. We need the oxygen. We need that. So we need fresh air and all the good stuff. So make sure you put in fresh air, all the trees. You know,
fresh air. What's the benefits of fresh air as far as you're concerned? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it talking.
You know what? I see you. I see you. I'm not paying none to the man.
You know, I'm the class clown.
Yes,
I is.
You know, just, you know, take care of yourself, brothers and sisters. Much love to you all.
Question for you before you go.
Okay.
Makachi, 1972. Sister Lily, do you garden barefooted?
Sometimes, but
yeah, you have to be careful up there, because there are a lot of things that bite you up
honestly, there. Right now here in Ghana, I haven't done that because I'm on the property and you know, you have different things up there, and snakes. Yeah. And different they have a lot of different things there. I want to be there and really get used to it before I do it and get everything clear where there's no broken glass or anything.
I mean, it's not like there's broken glass up there, but
it's a beautiful thing to do that, you know. Yeah.
Once you know the land is where it is, where you want, because I remember the guys that were making the cinder blocks for the wall up there, they were pointing out different things to me. They had these little ants. I think I sent you the videos. It wasn't something I put on YouTube, but it was just something I took and sent it to her. And they were telling me how those particular ants, you know, they don't really come inside your home, but if they bite you, you're going to swell up. There was another kind of bug that they pointed out to me, and they said, you don't want to get bit by that. So when you keep your land a certain way, like we're going to have certain parts with the flagstones for trails, and on the side, it'll be concreted to a point. You know what I mean? But once you have everything dug up and fresh and everything's growing and you know the land and you have everything a certain way, because there's natural things that you can use on some of the plants and in the soil to keep certain bugs that will bite you away. So the barefoot thing is cool, but maybe not right now, walking around not knowing what's underfoot, because you see these little holes in the ground, like what's crawling under there, you know? And yes, there are snakes, but once we have everything, the wall around, and have everything a certain way, we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, there are some snakes up there that can bite you, paralyze you, and kill you within a first, you know. But it's not like there's so much nature up there. These things don't really mess with you, but you still have to be careful and look around. What is it? Black mamba, that's in Ghana. Yeah, pythons in Ghana. But like I said, those are mostly, they're there now, because we've seen baby, what was it, baby python, one of the guys killed? But if they bite you still. So you're going to have to watch. But once you have things cleared a certain way, and
that's
one thing, I'm not going out there at nighttime and pitch black.
That's one of the reasons why I keep the place really clean and nice, because I want to see everything. So once the trees comes up, because you have a lot of trees there, but they just don't come up enough. But I'm still going to keep the place cleaned. But when I clean, I leave the grass and the trash on the ground, because it's good to put your hands in the soil and your feet in the soil sometimes. But for me, not right now, until I get everything the way I want it.
And that wall around is going to be pretty high.
Everything straight,
lit up,
you know. And then the thing that I would love to have on there on the property whenever time it's fenced in is peacocks. You know, like, because you have the peacocks, and you know, they will take care of some of those things. But I love peacocks, you know. So that's some of the things that I really would love to have on the property.
Yeah. First, the way they move, they have that long tail in there.
They spread floating their wings.
But they help to keep off certain
snakes.
Yeah. So we need some peacocks.
And all that. We have some big lizards. I will take pictures of those big old lizards that running up and down there.
How are you, Reese?
The lizards, Lance, that's our deer up there.
Oh, lizards don't bother me.
But they are big.
I know they
are not some small lizards.
And y'all must have saw it when we did the videotape. that there was one that was in the house somehow, and he was trying to go through the window. And that bad boy was like,
can't go out.
Yeah. But that when you have everything sealed off, and they're not gonna do anything to you. You know what I mean? But,
I just don't like them. They can run up and down outside.
No, when you in America, I went up there and actually, like, I opened up the door. No, I had a piece of wood over before we put the door there, right? Because it was when you were going there, I put those doors on the back, that middle balcony, and I moved the wood away. 8 of them, boom, 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 hit me on the head. It was crawling and went. Real. The wood came back and hit me. I was like, this is just not my day. About 8 of them, because I counted them. They were heavy and they got on me. How about the one when we were moving that front double door? It was a lizard, remember? And he fell off and he ran back. Did he run up my leg or something like that?
Remember.
Yeah. He was in the dark. And it was like 3 of us. That door was heavy. I hold the door and he fell off on me, ran down, turned around like, it might have been like a little LGBTQ. What is it? Oh, I'm going to run up his leg. He came back. Oh, man. Like they know something I don't know, right? But yeah, they're pretty though. They're pretty. Queen Midas is talking about the peacocks. I'm saying even some of the coloring on the lizards, they're beautiful. Yeah. But one thing about them, they run a little bit and they do push-ups. You see them do that, right? I'm like, what the hell is that?
That's how lizards are.
Huh?
That's how the lizards are.
Oh, I thought you said the N-word. That's how the lizards are.
That's how they are.
I know.
That's how they are. But I tell you what, the peacocks will take care of their behind. The peacocks.
Wow.
If you have those on the property.
Right.
And they are not cheap either. They are expensive.
That was a shock when they ran up the leg. He did run up the leg. I don't know what he was going for. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I tricked you to 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 53 seconds.
Yeah. So good night. Good night.
We'll hit the 2-hour mark and you get some sleep.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go in there and commit some sins in that refrigerator. I'm not gonna lie.
What happened?
I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna look in there and see a few things I can snack on. I'm not gonna eat too much.
Something else.
Yeah, I know. I'll change a little bit.
Yes.
Anyway, y'all. Let me
good night to y'all.
Yes.
Good night. Y'all take
hit
care.
This music.
And I see y'all next time.
And we'll get better and better with every passing week, because I'll be working on stuff and cultivating stuff and getting information that you need and whatever we can do to people who reached out to me. Some things I don't know because I've been in the house so much. But as I move in my travels, I'll share. I have no problem with sharing anything because I'm here. I mean, what? It's not hard to share the information. I'm already here, So anyway, much love to you all. Now, where's your song? Let me find your song. Where is it? Okay, there it goes. I will talk to you all tomorrow. We'll be back 10 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. Tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time. And we'll talk about something. But whatever we do, we're going to have some fun, right? All right, sweetheart. Okay, y'all. Much love.